a Four Loko. I really won't, but they have some new shit out that I'm gonna try. That's another story for another day. But like people for example,
don't feel me bad. The other day I had an Old English when I went to the store to get a hero. I had I wanted a beer and I was just like, fuck it, let me just get an OE.
Yeah.
Not a 40. I got like a little can joint.
Okay.
Simple. Keep it light.
Right, because
But I'm out here doing trash as you can.
That 40 is, what makes me look at you sideways. Like we have to get rent money for him together.
Yeah, son.
But yeah, okay, yeah. Listen. One of my favorite things is Mary J. Blige, and people do Mary in every single day that the sun rises. So from as long as I can remember.
You think Mary's on the list?
Of what?
Can't Mary sing?
I think Mary can sing great. I like Mary's voice because it's I forget the word.
Mary might hit the hit.
Is it timbre? I forget what the word is. But like I like that it's not super, super polished. Like I don't need no classically Juilliard trained. Like I don't like shit like that. Like I like some roughness. I like some rawness. And that's what Mary gives you. So, But people will notoriously try to come for Mary J. Blige. And it's like, bitch, you won't. And you can't. And you shall not. What's on your mind, like Ashley Banks?
This list shit. This shit bothers me.
I see it in your face.
But this is why I don't like doing it. And I always tell people like I really don't like doing it.
Yeah.
Because it gets into it's just a weird. It's real touchy. Like, yo, motherfucker, listen to what you gonna listen to, all right?
Oh yeah, because I'm not listening to none of this shit, and I'm not buying none of this shit.
Right.
But actually, none of y'all niggas are buying this shit. Nobody's buying anything. So let's just leave people alone.
Yeah, we not buying.
Buy tour tickets and shut the fuck up.
But that's and you know what gets me tight too? And I'm not saying that gets me tight because I really don't give a fucking away. But
okay, that was a quick switch.
But I mean, in the fact that people get so vested in these things, and they don't even support the artists that they go hard for. And I'm somebody that
the Barbs,
but I'm dead ass. Like I'll go to a concert. Like I don't need to buy your album. I'll go to your concert.
Oh yeah.
But that's why I don't get like.
I mean, you should buy the album too. But the concert really.
But I hate when I'm talking to people. Yo, you listen to this shit. I'm like, yo, son, you don't even go to fucking rap. Like I don't like talking music with people like because of this.
Yeah.
Because they're not supporters of what they not that all artists like gonna live and die by the support of me or us, but I feel like if you're gonna be so endowed to have the argument with somebody, make sure you stand behind your word and go support them. Like I'll go to SOBs to see Moneybagg Yo. I like your Moneybagg Yo, but people will look at me like that's a trash rapper. But you want to talk to me about it, but you're not willing out to go support somebody in a hole in the wall. But yeah,
CC, the Barbs. But yes,
yo,
I'm
gonna say this now because we're on this list. I mean, there's a list shit right now, but these niggas from not Boston, from Buffalo,
New York,
Benny the Butcher might make top 50 at some point. Mark my words. I don't know when.
Wait, sorry, say it again. That sounded like. Wait, say it again. I'm sorry.
So it's this new Griselda Records is this new franchise or conglomerate of rappers. It's Conway, Benny the Butcher, and Westside Gun. They're from Buffalo.
Okay.
And they're really good. And I'm just saying, like, I was just thinking about the talent level of people who are out right now and the things I'm listening to. Also, Freddie Gibbs, pretty good. But this is why I'm saying these lists, how sometimes they rotate and they filter through people. Like, 1 year could be somebody and they be really good. And then, they don't make enough music and they kind of get pushed aside. Like, yo, what happened to so-and-so? He was a really good rapper. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, here's a hard argument. People would put Fabulous up there, but they were like, yo, he never really
at that moment,
that trajectory. Like we know him on the east side, but on the west side, they would be like, and I feel like even now, like certain things happen where people put people on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other day I was talking to my boy and I said, yo, would you put Nipsey on the list? And I was like, yo, is it the fact that he's missing and now like people are more listening to his older music and now you would put him on the list because we have the same conversation if he was here? Those type of things is like kind of weird. That's the only reason why I say like these lists, it depends on what kind of status and base you go off of. But yeah,
I hear you.
I say all that to say, like what you like, because you know what? I like this Popeyes chicken with no fucking pickles on it.
And in the words of Tiffany Pollard, does it look I give a fuck?
Do what you do.
Because I don't.
Do what you do.
I don't.
Listen, do what you do.
Y'all still go to Kodak Black concerts and do all kind of stupid shit. So I don't give a fuck about what y'all niggas do. I just know that, when it's time for the Hive, well, the Hive is always, information. When it's time for us to get our dolls together and go to MetLife or Citi Field, wherever the fuck we have to go, I get up and go. So
I also want to say the baby.
That's it.
The Baby from South Carolina also is a badass rapper. Like
The Baby. Is that the one that has that big song now?
What's wrong?
Am I thinking of Little Baby? Which one has the
Let me hear it.
They all sound like that. Come on, grandson, teach grandma. Who sang that? He was at the BET Awards, the little baby costume on.
That's the baby.
That's the okay. That's I like that song. Yeah.
Little baby can rap too.
That song, right? Yeah, I like that. I'm really old. I don't know any of the words in it, but I know
Baby can rap too. They both got a song together called the Baby or Baby. Yeah, they could literally.
Well, look
rap.
at them. That was smart. That was maybe not though, because I barely know you niggas apart. Now you're doing a song together, which is really gonna make it difficult. So,
what are you listening to these days?
Me?
I'm listening to fucking Burna Boy.
Oh no, I don't.
You know who that is?
No, I know who it is, but I'm not listening to Burna Boy.
Shit's fire.
Yeah, no, I've been over here, smooth in 1998, like I always am. Heard Not Gonna Cry today. I was like, wow, a jam. No More Drama, also a bop. You know, I stick very true. No more pain, no more pain. I stick very true to who I am. So rarely ever you gonna catch me like, oh, listen to. I do like that new Big Sean song with Cash Doll. Ready Set. That's my shit. That's a good song. See,
I don't even know if I'll put Big Sean in any of my top anything.
We're past that. We're past that. What we're discussing, what we're discussing is
he's starting to bore me.
This
I don't
new
know
song.
What it is. Like,
Big Sean?
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, son, cut that shit off.
No, Ready Set is a good song. See, you're also you should like it because that is a very good. Well, maybe it's not the same speed.
He's a better rapper than Kanye. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
We going back to this shit.
We're not though. We're actually not.
I'm on one.
But you are, and I'm not feeding into it. But no, Ready Set.
What did Kanye do? I'm playing a nigga all
Ready Set. I mean, he's dead. So like, dead people automatically go in your top 10.
I told y'all niggas, you play me once, I got you forever.
Yeah. But yes, no. What was I saying? Yeah, Ready Set's a good song. But I'm not listening to no new shit. Nothing new.
Nothing new?
No. If it don't come on the radio, if you don't play it for me,
I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah, well, that's all I know.
So since we're talking about music, and some part of this has a lot to do with influence, I think on your behalf, not to kind of point you out, or but what do you?
But to point me out.
But to point you out, how do you feel about Jay-Z and this Kaepernick situation with the NFL, or should I say, Jay-Z and the NFL situation, and Kaepernick surrounding in the background? That's how I want to position the conversation.
No comment.
No, for real. I really want to know.
I really don't have a comment. Like, to be quite honest with you, I haven't fully processed it yet because
really good of you.
It feels like, someone that you really used to fuck with real heavy kind of betrayed you.
You think so?
So I'm being very honest. So like, to be quite honest, like I haven't really read every, comma and, period in this story because I kind of don't want to believe it. Like, I kind of don't want to think that Jay-Z would like really just spit in our faces like that. So I'm also, it's partially that, but it's also me still writing it out. Like I'm still,
you can't,
because I know he did like an interview somewhere where he spoke about it. I haven't watched that yet. So like, I really haven't formulated a full opinion on it because it hurt, it hurt. Like it feel like, a little betrayal. So
I looked at this shit like everything else. No business of mine is business of mine. And I mean that to the point of direct.
That don't really work.
No,
okay.
I mean that to direct effect. Like I can't sit here and dwell on something that doesn't affect my day-to-day living and what I'm trying to do. I understand, like, I could look at it and see the benefits.
But you could also be disappointed, though.
No, I could be disappointed.
Yeah, I think to place it like that.
But I also look at it like a political... When originally, off the gate, I had this conversation with Bevy on the show before, and I said...
I definitely saw Bevy yesterday.
Shout out to Bevy. I know
she's
she's
my girl.
Uptown in Harlem doing her thing.
Did you see her today?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely saw Al Sharpton wilding out. But that's a difference. Stop.
Albert. Oh, Albert.
He looks sick, huh? Can we wrap this chicken up and send it to him?
When somebody say he looked like the cartoon dancing in the beginning of Martin.
Somebody say he looked like a bogglehead. Can we wrap this chicken up?
Well, he's been a bogglehead, but now that...
he looks sick, son.
Yeah.
He need to put some weight back on.
That's the power of fat. Well, he had like a heart attack like 3 times. I think
Let me stop picking on people.
Stop picking on people.
But what I would say is that when Bevy asked, she said, "What'd you think of this?" And I initially thought, like, I'm against, I didn't boycott the NFL. I stopped watching it, but I was still like, try to get the updates on, reading whatever magazine. Not magazine.
That's still boycott now.
But it didn't last long. It didn't last for like not even a year. Like it didn't even last a year because I was watching Super Bowl that season. I was like, well, I did it for the season and the Super Bowl's on now, so I'm watching. But anyway, I thought it from a political standpoint. It's like, you know, sometimes you may not agree with your opponent, but you have to, or maybe the other party, but you guys have to come to some type of agreement to work together to make the long haul more effective. So that's what I thought when I saw Jay-Z doing it. For whatever stance he's had or had whatever comments he's made before as far as boycotting the NFL, okay. And I think, you know, what are we going to do now? Well, if it was an opportunity that presented itself, it's just like anything. You may say, yo, nah, I don't fuck with KFC. Hell no. But if KFC say, yo, you want to be vice president? Yo, guess what? I got this new chicken idea. It may be something that's more benefits. Wait, stop. And I want to say that we're all humans or capitalists at some point. If it's something more beneficial to you at any capacity, you may look forward to or may look towards the opportunity to take that. And if this is the opportunity for him to get on a team, and who knows if he was going to bring Kaepernick in at some capacity to do something, I don't know.
I'll say two things on that. I feel like...
but you do have to work sometime from within to make more of a change.
Yeah, but no.
We say the same thing.
Hold on. Because I feel like... So two things. The fact that him and Kaepernick, quote unquote, have been so close throughout this whole thing, I feel like that should have been someone that not consulted...
No, absolutely not. No.
Can I... Go ahead. What was I about to say?
Go ahead. I agree. I hear you.
Go ahead.
No, go.
I feel like that's someone should have been that he consulted, considering the fact that everyone else has been, this boycott the NFL thing started with him. He is the poster child of it. So if you were so-called supporting him for so long, why would you not come to him and be like, hey, you know, and again, Jay-Z don't have to ask nobody for shit because he's a grown-ass man. But I think on some friendship, on some decency, as some I respect you, I would at least come to you and tell you that I was about to do this thing.
No,
knowing
why?
That because Jay-Z has been one of the faces in this whole boycott the NFL thing. I'm standing with Cap, or I'm kneeling with Cap, all of this stuff.
But if somebody presents another conversation to you, I'm not coming to you to reconcile or not even like.
So you don't have a backbone to me, because there's no amount of money that would make me go work for Trump. There's no amount of money because I just don't agree with his political ideologies.
Right, okay.
So this is the same thing for the NFL. If I don't agree with what your company is doing, there's, especially someone in Jay-Z's position, there's no money that you can offer Jay-Z that Jay-Z does not have already.
Right.
So I'm like, you don't need the money. Like it'd be different if it was like, you know, your cousin that, can't get a job and the only job is available is like a toilet cleaner at Trump Tower or some shit. Then you're like, fine, fuck it, I'll do it. But to be in Jay-Z's position, like, you're not strapped for money. So the fact that you did this really
But I don't know if it's for money. I don't know what he's doing it for.
Okay, well, there's money involved in this. So in my mind, I'm like, either you are that greedy or you're that greedy. Because I don't...
I hear what you're saying, but I also feel like there's different layers to the conversation because it's like, okay, for one, this is not like the conversation when they came to him probably was nothing about Kaepernick, of course, but for whatever other reason, we've spoken about Jay-Z doing things on a basis of, low level, trying to switch things around. Like when Ferguson, when he was him and Beyonce were bailing people out of jail. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know at what stance he's trying to get inside the NFL, to what kind of change he's trying to make or trying to, or what capacity any of this is on.
This is my other thing.
I think it's way too soon and people have jumped out the window and like, just haven't seen it through. Nobody. There's no layers or no bullet points as to why this has happened.
But I feel like those are apples and oranges because I feel like the whole Ferguson thing is very different. Like, that is a very specific, like civil rights. It's a very basic thing. The NFL doesn't need saving. Like, nobody needs to go in and infiltrate the NFL so that the NFL can become this great magical company again, or magical company. Period. We don't need the NFL for the survival of Black people. Like, the NFL does not need saving. Like, the NFL can crash today and niggas would be just fine.
Well, you could say the same boycott for the people that work in the NFL, the players itself. Those who supported Kaepernick, you could ask them, why do you continue to play?
Because they need a job. If you've been going to school your whole life as a football player and all you know how to do is throw a fucking ball, because in the second grade it was like...
But how long do all boycotts last? Be honest with you.
how long do they last?
Yeah, like I
well,
get
there's no time limit on
I
or
get
time
that
frame
Jay-Z
on.
was trying to boycott, but I'm saying how long? Like, what is the? I can understand where he's like. So, what is the next step? Like, we kneeled. So now, where are we going now? And I also understand that he's a capitalist, and I don't trust nobody. But I also don't know what nobody's angle from any of this shit is. So, my point is, I'm here in the middle just watching these dumb shit. Like, it's a circus, so I'm watching it.
See, yeah, but I can't to package it as like